Hello everyone, this is G-Shock High Fashion channel and welcome to another G-Shock disassembly video. I want to change the format a little bit. I just disassembled the entire piece and I'm gonna assemble it back. So this is more like assembly video than a disassembly video. Before I started, this is the GRB-100, I believe to be best of the best Gravity Master G-Shock watch for the price. Here is the GBD-800, which I will be giving away for free if you buy any one of my merchandise. And here is the construction. Let me explain each and every one of them part by part by using this green screwdriver that I'm currently selling in my website. Thank you to every one of you who purchased this screwdriver. It is actually a drop shipping type of thing. It is one of the best screwdriver that I had ever used, and also the prettiest one you could get out there. Anyway, this will be the watch strap, two of them. This is the band keeper. This is the watch buckle, which I'm still not good at removing because it was locked with a pin, not a spring bar. So some people say that you need to force it out, but I'm not willing enough to do that. You've seen it. It didn't really bother me as much anyway. Next is the screw. This 4 screws is the screws that is holding the back plate into place. Let me bring it up close. It is similar to the most screws that we have in other G-Shock watch. So if you lost this, you could interchange them. This screw, however, is the one that locked onto the side of the bezel, which now looks different. It is a little bit thicker on the upper side. So if you lost this, you'll have a hard time to look for replacement. So make sure to take care of all 4 of this. And this is the spring bar. That looks pretty standard, but just so you know, it is pretty thick. So you could beat the crap out of this GBD-800 during your workout activity, and I have a feeling this is gonna last you quite a long time, especially when this spring bar was also being supported with this, I just dropped it, wrist hook down here. So that is nice. 1, 2, 3 of this is what makes the watch band on this G-Shock watch very comfortable to be worn. And there's one tiny thing down here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. Let me bring it up close, like so. And also I'm gonna use this magnifying glass now because it helps a lot with this post-editing process. Look at that. This is actually the LED light of this model, which is totally different from the common LED light. And notice that there are no springs at all. The connection that Casio made to this LED is really different compared to previous model on the market, and I appreciate that a lot. Let me show you guys in the back now. There it is. That is the connector down at the back over there. So this LED aren't connected by spring anymore. It is connected by one of this display panel connector type of connector. Let me put this at the back. Putting this LED back into its place is the hardest part of this whole process. It goes in here. This is the display panel compartment where of course the display panel goes, this connector goes, and also this LED goes. It will be placed in this compartment on this side. There it is. Place it over there and it will glow the LED light in these directions, and thus being diffused with this white panel over here, acrylic panel, this plastic. So that's allow the display panel to have a more uniform LED light disbursement. There's the connector for the LED light just now. Let me bring the magnifying glass. There it is. Look at that. Casio didn't use gold spring anymore. So that's cool. It makes the whole process of assembling and also disassembling this watch much more easier. The less parts the device or anything have, the less it is prone to be broken. And if anything broke, really, you don't have to replace a lot of things. So that is a good thing as well. And this is the display panel again. Bring it up close. There you have it. So those are all the digital display up there. And this is at the back, default to silver. Let me wipe my fingerprint. I haven't cleaned this thing up yet, really. I will clean it up before I assemble it back. I have some project to do with all these parts, really. And while I'm at it, why not just film this video and share with everyone, and also for my future reference as well. I received numerous questions asking me how to fix this, how to fix that, how to do this and how to do that. So I haven't received any question yet regarding this model, but I have a feeling I will in the future. So this video will be coming very helpful to me, and I believe to all of you guys, especially if you own a watch store and if your customer asks you what the watch are about, how to tell if the watch is genuine or not. This is it. This is all the parts that you are gonna get if you bought a genuine piece. Make sure you get all of this. Show this to them. So I hope this will be helpful to those type of people as well. And by the way, this is the circuit board with the code at the back. I'm not sure this should be the same for everyone. And there's one more part to say. There it is. Look at the glossy surface electronics components in there. I believe those will be the Bluetooth connectivity electronics. I'm not sure the term is. And there's also for I believe for the accelerometer sensor as well. Probably this guy or this, not sure. But usually a Bluetooth model will come equipped with these two things, similar as the one on the Rangeman model as well. Alright, next is battery compartment. So this is where your battery will goes into. It operates on CR, hold on, 2025. So that's allowed this watch to have an almost 2 years battery life. And this is the metal that connect the battery to here and here to the circuit board, and thus power up your G-Shock watch. This is how it looks like. There it is. Pretty complicated looking parts, and we have Casio 3464 down here. AC, this will be over here with an arrow pointing down, and negative side to touch it while you're performing the AC operations. And this is code for Bluetooth, I believe, and also China. So probably this watch is fully made in China if I'm not mistaken. By looking at the backplate, yeah, they do mention that this watch is made in China. So that's explain the low cost, at the same time incredible functionality. This is the hard case of the watch. I couldn't able to remove the faceplate and this metal ring around here because it was locked from the front. By looking at the back, you'll see that there it is. It is locked like that. I cannot remove it. I'm gonna need to remove this metal part, which was locked with this hard case. It is pretty thick hard case, by the way. And the buttons, look at that. So I could press this. This is the aluminum buttons. I could press it as well. A little bit down here. That's how it works. And of course, there's an O-ring down here to lock into place for water resistant. And you guys should see that there's this more resin part on the side. This is to guard the backplate from this side as well. It's to improve the water resistance ability of these models even more compared to not having this at the first place. So that's very, very nice of them. So I gotta say that this the hard case is really, really thick. Casio could just simply reduce the size of this a little bit and make the watch smaller in size, but obviously they didn't. But I don't mind that. It makes the watch feel tougher than it is. And the hard case is actually a round shape. The bezel looks like this. So the watch is actually a round shaped watch. Let me put on my wrist so you guys have a rough idea how it looks like. There it is. Similar to like most sport watch on the market, right? But when you add in the bezel, look at that, it's a totally different thing now. So this is how it looks like, really soft. I mean, not as soft, it feels high quality, not as, should I say, silicone-like. It is really Casio. Like if you ever try to disassemble a watch, you'll know what I mean. This is how it looks like, very, very nicely designed. And by the way, I almost forgot to show you guys one more thing. There's one spring, of course. This is to connect to the piezoelectric speaker at the back. There it is. G4 8K. I don't know what those mean, but there's how it is. Okay, now I'm gonna need to assemble the watch back. I'm not sure if I should show this, but I'm just gonna, fast forward this part of the video. Basically, I'm all done now. I hope you guys found this video a little bit useful, informative, and entertaining for your future reference. And if you want to win this watch for free, purchase any one of my shirt merchandise that I designed myself. It is the best way to support the channel, and of course you'll have the chance to win this watch. That's it. Thank you very, very much for watching. This is G-Shock High Fashion Channel.